Welcome, dear Ascending Evolutionary. So nice to meet you here in this way. I'd like us to take a deep breath, to take a moment to center, to know that we are meeting in this now time. I'm recording in this now time, and you and I will meet in another now time. So we go beyond the time and place into the space where it's a multidimensional reality. And here we are saying hello. It gives me great pleasure to give you this gift. It's nice to have you here. It's been wonderful to be part of this sovereign leadership, this whole event, this summit. Amazing, everybody sharing. And now we're sharing in another way. My gift to you is an activation and honoring your presence and who you are becoming, who you are now and who you are choosing to become. So this is the power of presence, Phoenix style, the activation. Before we begin, just give me a few minutes. I would like to just review the slides so you remember the images. We'll take about 5 minutes for that, and then we'll go into our activation together. So let's take a look at the first slide. Here we go. This slide has great meaning to me. And because I see this as multidimensional, it's like there's many, many layers where this happens to our hearts. New openings happen, the light comes through. I shared with you my experience of the no beginning and no end, infinite love that was just transformative. And I bring this image here now to meet you in this resonance. That love, that infinite love is present in all of us. And we are learning to express it, to channel it through, to be this alive, electrical, transformative love. And that's who we are in this time. So let's take a look at the next slide. And each time we open up, there's more of who we are. We are this multidimensional being, this infinite light. We ourselves are no beginning and no end. And I also shared with you, it was a bit of a challenge to learn how to be present with more of my being and more of this energy in the time that I actually became activated and awake and aware of all this energy when I did. But here you are. Times are different and people are aware. But I will say this, there's more energy, there's more light to come through. And that's what we're doing as we choose to become sovereign, as we choose to be leaders, whether it's by example or we find ourselves in a different position where we're actually doing a leading on a more public level. So here we are with this. Yes, there's more to us than we can see, and we are here to channel that. I believe we're all channels, learning to channel more of who we are. Then let's go to the next slide. And then this, I remember seeing this image, and this is what it felt like for me as my arms reached up over my head, as I had merged with this beautiful female form of light and energy, and these fibers of light, the toroid, and then all of the figure eights and the energy of the chakra system becoming stronger and stronger. And it was gold light and it was everywhere. And that's who we are. And I see us in this way, along with the electric blue, with the sparkles of light, and then all the different colors that we are. Again, there's so much more than we can see. It's there. And the more we practice expressing more of who we are, the more we experience more of who we are, including this light, this energy, integrating all the different shades of light we are, from that which we call our shadow into the most brilliant energy and light that we are. It's a constant integration, a constant spiraling upward in our evolution. I will say this, it's not boring. Let's go to the next slide. And then I shared with you this slide. This is the universal calibration lattice. It is our toroid of consciousness. It's the circulatory system for all that light and energy to be able to flow through us and for us to translate that light and energy into usable knowledge in our daily life. I know this is a little repeat, but I just wanted to set the foundation for what we're doing here as we open ourselves to express more of who we are as universal beings. There's a calibration that's constantly going. The lattice is part of your toroid of consciousness and this circulatory system for this beautiful energy and knowledge. And our last slide. So once we come into these new layers of coherence, we are more effective with our presence. This is beautiful, all the different colors of who we are. The range goes beyond what I show for the universal calibration lattice, but we start there. Again, it's like a nervous system of light and energy. And then you just radiate and it goes on and on and on. Each one of us living in this energy of infinite love, the love that has no beginning and no end, and discovering more of who we are as a being that has no beginning and no end. Okay, so I gave you some images there. You've seen the lattice. I'd like you to be able to remember that image as we go into this activation. So just to review, as you look at the lattice, there is the center below, 60 centimeters, 24 inches beneath your feet. There's the center above, 60 centimeters, 24 inches above your head. There is the core energy, and that's just a representation. It's very full energy. And then you'll see the figure eights radiating from the chakras. These are the infinity loops. And this is the way we communicate with the fibers of light all around us. And we're able to access information as it travels through us as the universal beings we are in constant calibration. Okay, so now I think you have a good impression of the image. Let's now go into this activation. I always like to say to be aware that you are saying yes to yourself and that all of the calibration in these activations and any work I do is according to your inner wisdom. So if you're ready, and just give me a moment, I just want to sense something here with this. Yes. As I go to that place where you and I will meet in this particular now time, what I see very clearly, we are meeting heart to heart. We are meeting in a way that we have agreed to birth through more of who we are. Well done. Well done. So here we go. Let us hold up our hands. Let us touch one another a bit more. Take a deep breath. And together, let us affirm. In the energy of infinite love, I am alive. I am electrical. I am transformative. And then you may place your hands on your solar plexus and breathe deeply as you feel, sense, imagine, and think about your universal calibration lattice, your toroid of consciousness. Let us take another deep breath, breathe in, and breathe out. Now you're welcome to place your hands on your high heart and heart centers. And you may affirm, I am wise, wholehearted, multidimensional me. Yes, you are, and smiling is welcomed. Through all this evolution, through all this change, through all this transformation, there is also the opportunity to smile. And some of you may be smiling more. Perhaps you're in a stage of your life where you're smiling more and you're seeing the path more clearly. And perhaps you're not. Either way, I would say to you, I understand. And what I would encourage you is to know there is always a way. And we are doing this step by step. So one more time, let us affirm, I am wise, wholehearted, multidimensional me. Nice breath. So we're going to begin this activation with affirming. I will read the words. You may affirm to yourself as you listen. And remember, listen to what resonates for you. There we go. Now the energy moves. Very good. Affirm, I focus my attention within my feet and within my center below. I respectfully nourish and care for my body presence through every cell of my body, through every layer of my DNA, through every light fiber of my being. I respectfully nourish and care for my body presence. Breathe deeply. Now, affirm with me, silently or aloud. I focus my attention within my crown center on the top of my head, within my center above. So it's within my crown center and within my center above. I affirm I am channeling more of who I am as I evolve my abilities to express my soul presence throughout every cell of my body, every layer of my DNA, every light fiber of my being. I affirm I am channeling more of who I am, evolving my abilities to express my soul presence. Another deep breath, please. And now, if you would, I focus my attention within the entire length of my physical body and within my core consciousness, my central channel of energy. I affirm I choose to live in the ever-evolving frequency of my spirit of infinite love presence, the powerful and transformative love that has no beginning and no end, is through every cell of my body, through every layer of my DNA, through every light fiber of my being. I express and I live in the ever-evolving frequency of my spirit of infinite love presence, the powerful and transformative love that has no beginning and no end. Breathe deeply. So that's the beginning calibration. Now we're going to work with 12 energy patterns of focus. The first pattern is your body presence, and you may affirm, I am here. You may place your hands on your knees, breathe deeply, and focus your attention within your center below. Give the intent to increase your awareness of your multifaceted physical presence. Living energetically aware contributes to your ability to sense and receive energetic and physical nourishment from the earth. Your body's innate wisdom will inspire you to know what is appropriate for you to feed your sense of worthiness and wholeheartedly evolve your power of presence. As you strengthen your state of well-being in this way, you are invited to acknowledge all that is good and true and beautiful to you. Take a deep breath and affirm, I am here. Now to your center above. This is your soul presence. And affirm, I remember I am. You may place your hands on your heart center. Focus your attention within your heart center and breathe deeply. Then focus your attention within your center above and breathe deeply again. As this energy pattern calibrates in this part of the activation, new inspirations of what it means to be expressing more of your magnificent soul's frequency, your soul's wisdom becomes available to you. Nice, very nice. You may generate a greater sense of security as you develop your ability to channel these enduring frequencies and energies of who you are. You are ready and worthy to know more of who you are and to evolve your vision of why you are here and what you came here to do. You are worthy of remembering yourself as soul in this way. Affirm again, I remember I am. Now let's come to the pattern number 3. This is core consciousness. Spirit of infinite love presence, I know I am. Breathe deeply and focus within your core consciousness. As you continue to practice radiating your core consciousness, there is increased activation of the more profound knowledge within you. You know the source of your spirit is the frequency of infinite love. You are this divine frequency. You are this divine frequency. Give yourself permission to express it in the details of your daily life. Through the coherence of the universal calibration lattice, your toroid of consciousness, your power of presence naturally evolves. Contemplate what it means to you to co-create your most enlightened life in your spirit of infinite love. Blessings of expanded consciousness. Knowing who you are is your birthright. Deep breath again and affirm, I know I am. So we have finished the first 3 patterns of this activation. Now we are ready for pattern number 4. I will ask you to focus, to imagine, sense, feel the fibers of light behind you that are your lattice. This is where your history and your stories are located. You may place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your solar plexus. This creates a beautiful energetic circuitry. As you focus on the fibers of light within the lattice behind you, imagine the energies of your history located here in pulsating and moving spheres of light. These spheres of energy are encoded with stories of all the experiences you have had. Epigenetically, the stories of your ancestors are also here. With evolving clarity, you may choose your history's wise and powerful frequencies to activate now. You are directing your energy to support and co-create the life you choose now. Simultaneously, you may deactivate the energy frequencies, the energy patterns of life that no longer support you. How to begin to do this? Know your attention and intentions are exponentially empowered as you imagine your history this way. Breathe deeply. And this is pattern number 4. Ah, very nice. Now let's go to pattern number 5. These are the fibers of light to the left of you. And this is where we ask you to recalibrate your energy to receive. Hold your left hand palm up, and you may place your right hand on your heart center and focus on the fibers of light within the lattice to the left of you. Imagine the energies of receiving located here in pulsing, moving spheres of light. Here you may choose to charge these spheres with confidence, worthiness, and awareness to receive universal support as you practice directing your energy. In this part of the activation, you may also deactivate the energetic frequencies that may keep you from receiving more support. Breathe deeply and accept this sacred shift of energy as you practice your mastery, your sovereignty. Wow, very nice. Take a moment, deep breath. Believe in yourself and know your worthiness to receive all the support that is offered to you. It begins with you. Do your part, and the universe can do the universe's part. Now let's go to pattern number 6. The fibers of light to the right of you. This is where you recalibrate your energy to give and to be of service and support. Hold your right hand palm up. Place your left hand on your heart center and focus on the fibers of light within the lattice to the right of you. Imagine the energies of giving located here, impulsing, moving spheres of light. Here you may choose to charge these spheres with compassion, more worthiness and nurturing, to give universal support wherever it is appropriate as you practice directing your energy. The activation continues, and your higher reasoning generates the expression of evolutionary consciousness in your everyday life. The balancing of giving is calibrated in alignment with your power of presence. This brings forth new ideas and new ways of the evolutionaries. You may find more evolutionaries, more sovereign beings coming into your life to co-create harmoniously. Co-creation is the rising paradigm. Take another deep breath. When we give the service and support, we are helping other co-creators help themselves. Remember, we stand together side by side. We encourage one another to be as bright and as strong as we can be. We're halfway through this activation. We're now ready for pattern number 7. So we've worked with the fibers of light behind us, with the history, to the left of us for receiving, to the right of us for giving. This is a multidimensional bridge. It bridges the multidimensional ways of being and expressing with our linear existence. And so, where do we go next? To the fibers of light in front of you. your potentials born anew in your power of presence, Phoenix style. You may place your right hand on your heart center and your left hand on your solar plexus. And if your body moves, just let it. It's the energy shifting, and it may actually move your body a little bit. As you focus on the fibers of light within the lattice in front of you, imagine the energies of your potentials. Located here, impulsing and moving spheres of light are the energies of your potentials. These spheres of energy are encoded with the multidimensional frequencies of who you are and why you are here. Directing your energy in this activation recalibrates the potentials you've been generating into coherent, more complete energy patterns. Your conscious creativity contributes to your ability to know when and how to take appropriate action, and when and how to be still. Remember how to begin to do this? Know that your attention and intention are exponentially empowered as you imagine your entire being this way. Your universal calibration lattice, your toroid of consciousness, amplifies your ability to build beneficial energetic foundations as you channel more of who you are. Breathe deeply. Now it's time for pattern number 8. This is where we focus on the feet, your knees, your base of spine, and your sexual creative center. You may place both of your hands directly beneath your navel and breathe deeply. Focus your attention within your sexual creative center, the base of your spine energy center, your knees, and your feet. Another deep breath. And now place your hands on your knees and focus your attention on being present in your body. Breathe deeply again. The energy patterns you are activating support your increasing understanding of why it is essential to incarnate more of who you are now. You are encouraged to redefine your body awareness. Your relationship to the reality you live in is calibrated in this way. So again, redefine your body awareness and your relationship to the reality you live in. Knowing more of who you are and how to demonstrate your wholehearted presence to yourself builds the foundations of conscious confidence and self-trust. Accepting yourself in this way contributes to your choice to live life energetically aware as wise, wholehearted, multidimensional you. In this moment, I would also like to share with you one of the other foundations of this work that we do together, this Phoenix work. The key to freedom is to be as fully present in your body as you can be. Come on in. All right, here we go. Pattern number 9. There are 12 patterns altogether. Here we are at number 9. Solar plexus, heart center, high heart center. Once again, place your left hand on your heart center and high heart centers, both areas, and your right hand on your solar plexus. Enjoy the experience of becoming and expressing more of who you are. You are learning how to express your multifaceted intelligence. There is the intelligence of your microbiome within the solar plexus area. The deeper inner workings of your physical body are revealed by science and shared with everyone willing to listen and learn. There is the intelligence of your heart. Science is showing us the ability to think with our hearts is what we can do because of our amazing anatomy. The new ways to express intelligence will open our consciousness to evolutionary perceptions needed to co-create the world of peace that is possible personally and collectively. Expansion of consciousness through your power of presence will continue according to your inner wisdom for as long as you choose. As you go about your day, observe and contemplate the unique expression of who you are. Use your multifaceted intelligence to know how you may contribute to this time of the great evolution. And added to this pattern to consider multidimensional intelligence is the merging of your intellect and your intuition. There we go. Now, pattern number 10 is your throat center and your third eye or inner eye center. This is where we will find the calibration for pattern number 10 in this activation. You may bring both hands together, intertwine the fingers, and hold them at throat level. There we go. Deep breath. In the time of the great evolution, you may feel, sense, imagine, and think about an increasing wave of life force energy generated by all life on planet Earth. Even as the world presents chaos and unpredictability, your ability to focus and direct your energy consciously is extraordinarily beneficial, personally and collectively. The power of your spoken word is enhanced vibrationally as your presence increases. Practice wisdom as you choose your words. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Know when and how to speak. Practice knowing when and how to speak and when to be quiet. As your consciousness expands, give intent to see more clearly with your inner eye. Your ability to see the new opportunities that are presenting themselves now requires you to know how to focus and increase the use of the frontal cortex of your brain. You may gently tap your forehead, the area of your inner eye. Relax your hands and breathe deeply. I guess I should share the bit of giggling and smiling, and that's because all of us, myself included, we are learning how to speak more clearly with greater focus. And many of us who have been evolving and becoming more of who we are learning what it means to speak our piece of the puzzle of the truth of what is happening here. My laughter and smiling is because we are in this together. It should be a bit comforting to know we're all learning to speak with greater clarity and focus. Well, we're almost done this activation. We are now at pattern number 11, the crown center. You may place your hands on your heart and your high heart centers. You can focus your attention on the top of your head, your crown center. The energy patterns generated here support the calibration of multidimensional healing, personally and collectively. Listen carefully, my dear, beautiful, evolutionary co-creator. These are the dreams, or there are the dreams you were born with, and the dreams of all life in this world. The constant balancing of these energies to co-create new expressions of coherence brings into focus the divine dream of this reality. The process of deconstructing what is no longer relevant opens the way for the magnificent reconstruction initiated in this great evolution. It will take time to learn to live in the dream of being unique and united, living in peace-filled empowerment. It will take, most likely, generations. You are invited to enjoy the journey. We have one more pattern to activate. This is pattern number 12. And these are the fibers of light and energy that are even closer to your core. There are 12 fibers that are 60 centimeters, 24 inches away from you. There's another 12 stabilizing energetic fibers closer to your core, 30 centimeters, 12 inches. Feel, sense, imagine, and think about your universal calibration lattice, your toroid of consciousness. We've already worked with the 12 fibers of light and energy on the outside of this lattice. Now we will work with the 12 fibers closer to your physical body. These 12 fibers generate extraordinary stability and strength. These fibers of light and energy continue to evolve as you practice your mastery in daily life. The energies of your core consciousness are powerful. They are becoming more powerful as the higher frequencies of who you are channel through you. These 12 fibers of light and energy regulate the frequencies of transformation, contributing to your experience of living in peace-filled empowerment. Breathe deeply. Affirm your worthiness, your value, your right to be present here and now. Affirm your sovereignty and be confident in your unique contribution, just being here now, and your willingness to take part in the great evolution of the family of humanity is most beneficial. A deep breath. From the infinite within me to the infinite within you, and in honor of each of our unique beliefs, I would say to you, until the next time, all is well. Ah.